Yes, I was with a group of people on a social basis studying the Irish language, and then got an invitation from one of the members there to come to St. Mary's, where I met the lecturer in the Irish language and joined as a community scholar. Did that for one semester, met some of the lecturers who very kindly persuaded me that it might be an idea to come on board for the full degree course, which I did for 3 years. And at the end of that, I was surprised and delighted to be asked to join the master's course, which I decided to do in 1 year, as opposed to doing it on an extended period.
Well, it's hard to separate out the academic from the personal, it's got to be said. I mean, I come from a London Irish background. My parents came over here after the Second World War. I found myself at Queen's University, Belfast, in the late 1960s, 1970s, a very, very, what shall I say, dramatic period in recent Irish history. And then I came back here after I graduated at a time when all the bombs were going off in London. And I found it remarkable that there was a complete and utter lack of interest, as far as I could tell, in London as to why what was happening in Ireland and now what was happening on the streets of London, why that had happened, what the origins were, what the historical background was. So I started off in the Inner London Education Authority in the 1980s, organising a series of Irish studies courses in history, and then it extended to literature, politics, current affairs, language, etc. In the 1980s. I founded the magazine Irish Studies in Britain during that period as well. And that's really, it was my personal experience, not so much as being born of an Irish family in London, because there's hundreds of thousands of people like that, but I suppose a combination of being born of an Irish family in London, but then having my education during my most formative years back in Belfast at a time when literally Belfast was going up in smoke.